Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Episode 10, welcome back. You're listening.
Hands up.
2 hands up. Listening to the Two Dads podcast, episode 10.
Episode 10.
That came around quick.
We've
Welcome
made
back.
it this far, and sadly, I have nothing.
Welcome back, listeners and viewers. And we are the Two Dads podcast. I'm Phil, the Uber man. I love this.
Sadiq.
And you are?
So Phil's the Uber man, and I am the Uber driver.
That's right.
Because
That's exactly right.
what Phil will experience in the coming years is the fact that when your kids get older, then you just become the
free
chauffeur.
The free driver, yes.
The chauffeur.
You normally clock up a lot of Ks, but I get the feeling you've clocked up a lot more since Friday night.
Yes.
It seems to be the case. So welcome back. How
I
you
have
doing?
circumnavigated all for Metro Melbourne.
If Google ever need to remap, you know when they do that, they should just ask you to do it. Seriously.
I don't know why I didn't get the job of driving the Google car.
I don't understand.
I could have done that.
You might-
Obviously, everything would be very blurred.
Because it goes so
It's
fast. But you get the job done. You do it in a
We
week.
get the
but
job done.
They take
we'll
a
get
month to
mapped.
do.
We'll get mapped.
That's right. Oh, well, here we are, episode
The Two
10.
Dads podcast.
Two Dads podcast. That's TOO, dads, the pun's intended.
Two dads.
And we're too much like
We are
dads.
so much like dads.
Very much like dads.
Very
And
much so.
episode 10, before we rip into it, you're doing well?
I'm doing well. It's
Well-
really good. It's really good to finally have the chance for catching up because it's we
Yes.
are on the deadly duties.
Yes, we are. Normally our podcast is on Fridays,
Right,
but daily duties, both Fridays and Saturdays, have led to us doing it Sunday night. But we're here. We're ready to go. But
we're
we
here.
will
We're
kick
not
off.
queer.
Yeah,
Good.
we're ready to kick off, and we always kick
That's
off.
from The Simpsons. That one. Yeah.
That is from The Simpsons. That's right.
Right, correct. No reference to Pootie Tang yet. We haven't gone down that far.
we haven't done Pootie Tang. It's a long time.
Saturday.
It's been a long time. Kick off.
My son was remarking that he was reading some reviews for Pootie Tang,
Yeah.
which is one of our favourite movies.
Oh, it's a
He
cult
said he
movie.
couldn't understand why it was so bad. I said, well,
Yeah,
I mean, it's just you just don't get it.
Yeah.
If you don't like Pootie Tang, you just don't get it.
Something's happened with humor.
Yep.
Something's happened with understanding what humor is. It's almost like it's been misconstrued for something else. But yeah, anyway.
It's not an existential statement
No.
of the
humor.
existence and the
Exactly.
human condition.
That's right. It's humor. Mate, if we could get Dave Chappelle, he could give us a lesson in humor, that's for sure. The man is brilliant. Anyway, we're not here to talk about that, but we do look forward
So
to.
if you're an egg,
Here we go.
what car would you drive?
Don't know. I don't know.
If you're an egg, what car would you drive?
You're going to tell me the answer, and it's going to be obvious, and I'm going to kick myself for not getting it, and it's going to be a brilliant dad joke. I just know
if
it.
you're an egg,
Yeah.
what car would you drive? Answer is a Volkswagen.
And it doesn't disappoint.
Sorry to interrupt your intro.
No,
Please continue.
I was gonna say, bring on the dad jokes. That's how we kick it off, and you just jump straight into it. I used to drive a Volkswagen.
I know you used to drive a Volkswagen.
Got the head for an egg, so I'm close
A
enough.
UTI.
Oh man, is that anyone? You got any more dad jokes for us?
Yeah, of course I do, mate.
Let's have it.
But hang on, we start with the puns.
That's true.
Because
That's
here
true.
at the Two Dads podcast,
Yes,
we love a good pun.
we live for the pun. Let's be honest. Our
We,
podcast is
we
a
do
pun.
acknowledge it is the lowest form of humor, but sometimes it's just so satisfying.
But it's the cleverness of it. Let's be clear. It's the cleverness of the pun, right? So What
And
have
when
you
you
got?
just need to unload the stresses of the week,
Yeah. This is what gets
a
us
good
loose.
pun. You know, there's a lot of establishments around. There's a lot of establishments around the country because Australians are well known for a sense of humour.
Yes. Yep.
So we've managed to make a collection of the puns for
You've
places.
done well. You've come up some rippers. What have you got for us
So
this week?
far, I've not failed.
No, and nor will you. I have a complete faith in you.
See, just raising that bar every time.
Pushing that up, man. Just keep pushing it up.
Okay, if you are in Queensland, specifically in Brisbane,
Mm-hmm.
and this is a suburb called Saint Felicia, I believe.
okay.
There's a suburb in Brisbane.
Yeah.
And you have a hankering for some fish and chips.
Mm-hmm.
You can find a fine establishment in that suburb called for Assault and Battery. Assault and battery. Assault and battery.
Salted chips and battered fish. It's
Fish,
clever.
assault and battery. See?
It is just so good. Someone's put thought into this.
That's right.
That didn't happen by accident.
It's assault and battery.
Imagine how they answer when they do phone orders. Hello, assault and battery. How can we help you?
Hopefully, they also sell some peanuts.
Yeah, particularly those.
One was definitely
ones.
assaulted.
Those assaulted ones.
I think this suburb is in New South Wales, Erskineville.
Okay.
Are you aware of the suburb?
Can't say I've heard of it. But
Erskineville is the suburb.
Mhm.
Lovely, lovely place for coffee.
Okay, I believe you.
Called Fleetwood Macchiato. That's broken him. That's broken him.
Oh man, they're
just so good.
They're just so
They're
good.
just so good.
Fleetwood Macchiato. That's good. That's very good.
You know, and I just realized the other day that there's one that we have both forgotten
Oh.
that we both should know,
Oh, really? What have we
which
forgotten?
is the one I actually know the owner
Oh, really?
of the shop. Here at For Two Dads, we love Lego.
We do. Oh, yeah.
We love Lego.
Brickvention's
have
coming
a-
up.
Yep.
Next month.
So I know a man that has a shop in Cranbourne selling Lego.
Really?
So we love Lego. Number one,
Yes.
we love Dave Chappelle.
We
Number
do.
two.
He's a brilliant comedian.
And this man that I know
Mhm.
has a Lego shop in Pakenham, I think it is,
Okay.
which is a eastern suburb. Is it
Southeast.
eastern or
Yeah,
southeast?
southeast.
Southeast.
Southeast. It's further southeast from
Called
me.
called Rick James Bricks. I'm Rick James Bricks.
Is it really?
That's the story. Yes.
That is
The first time I went down
that
there,
is
I'm
the
like,
best name.
dude, you are the man. You
That is
are
awesome.
the man.
It's
And he
Rick-
just looked at me with that,
Rick-
that smile of
James
acknowledgement.
Bricks.
This man has set up his livelihood around a pun
Oh man,
from
that is a
a
brilliant name.
sketch comedy show that we know and love.
Oh,
Dave
that we-
Chappelle.
that we.
I'm Rick James Bricks.
That's the best. That is brilliant.
And the guy's,
I
his
can't believe it's
name
in
is Rick.
Pakenham.
Yeah.
Oh, the
Rick
owner's name
James
is
Bricks.
really.
Yeah, his name is Rick.
Oh,
Not Rick James.
but it's Rick.
Yeah, and
So
he
he's just
named the
taking
shop after the the
skit.
show from Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, the skit where he plays Eddie Murphy's brother.
Or Rick James.
He gets no recognition because of Eddie
Murphy's
Murphy.
Hollywood Stories. Yeah.
What did Five Fingers
Rick
say to his
James,
face?
Slap.
Slap. Has he got any sort of? Has he?
No, there's nothing in the show.
Nothing Dave Chappelle.
Nothing at all. It's all like
That's a
obviously,
shame.
but it's just that
But on the front.
if you know, you know.
Oh yeah, we know. But it's
The
brilliant.
guy's made his business around a pun that very few people actually understand.
Oh man, that is great. I can't believe I didn't
And
know.
I went
about this.
down the first time I went down there, mate. It was a high five in like no
Rick
man's business.
James Bricks.
I'm Rick James Bricks.
That's incredible.
Sorry,
Oh,
everyone who doesn't understand that, just
YouTube
thinks
it.
that we're laughing.
YouTube it,
Yeah,
and you'll understand.
Rick James.
Rick James. Is
Rick James is a singer
yes,
from the 70s
yes,
that was known for his antics in America.
yep.
And for Eddie Murphy's younger brother or older brother,
I can't remember.
was,
Can't remember. But
has a lot of stories about
little brother. I think it was his younger brother.
Yeah,
I think it's his younger brother.
yeah. For Charlie Murphy, there's a lot of stories about
Charlie Murphy.
about it, things that happened.
Oh man.
And for Prince and the Pancakes, after he beat them at basketball.
Let's not get into it. We could spend the whole podcast talking about that. We can
So
do your own research.
sorry that we're laughing about something that makes no sense.
Yes.
Have a look on YouTube for
clever. That's clever.
For Rick James and
But this dude using that
and for Dave Chappelle.
But using that skit to name a Lego shop.
Yep.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
That's
it.
The gold medal.
Oh yeah.
The gold
that is
medal for punnage has to be that because it's such a small section of people that actually is so niche.
So niche.
So niche.
So niche. Anyway.
So where does fruit go on vacation, Phil? Where does fruit go on vacation?
I have no idea. Don't know.
Fruit goes on vacation to Paris.
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 Goes to see the Eiffel Tower and the ticks. The parasites.
The parasites. You just make a whole show and I just come up with all these jokes and see how much I can make you laugh.
Oh man, this is great. Okay, next one.
What is the best thing about Switzerland?
Oh.
What is the best thing about Switzerland?
Best thing about Switzerland. People will probably say the snowing.
Yep. What is the best thing about Switzerland?
The holes in it? I don't know. What is it? What is it? Tell me.
I don't know, but the flag is a big plus.
It's true. Gotta have that plus, man. You gotta have that plus.
Gotta have that club.
Oh man, this is a good one. Flag's a big plus. All right,
That's got to go now. It's got to go now.
Good, it's good. That's some good puns, some good dad jokes, some really good dad jokes. I was still laughing about the Will Smith one from last week, man.
You follow Will Smith in the snow. You follow the Fresh Prince.
Simple as that. But we've come to that point of the podcast where we have to send that love letter, where we have to talk about something. And we're going to do our very best to succinctly talk about this topic tonight and try and get this in under an hour. We're going to do our hardest.
I'm gonna try.
We've
Yeah,
already kicked on for 15 minutes of just
I know.
plagiarizing around, so we'll do our best. No promises.
No promise. Look, we are doing. In
We
all
do
honesty,
try.
we're really trying.
Really trying.
To get it well under an hour. Well under an hour.
Yeah, I think
Um,
we came close once. Well, we did it once, so not too bad out of 10 or 9. Let's go.
I tried my hardest to steer away from the political obviousness
Yep.
of what's happening right now. So I thought, no, let's go back to our roots and and a focus on something that that we are both guilty of. I might say.
Possibly, yeah.
Well, I feel I am. I know I
Okay.
am. Maybe Phil wouldn't admit
Oh.
100%, but
Oh, well, we'll find out. What's the topic? Hit me.
so this evening on which has been a lovely day
Oh,
in
it's
Melbourne,
been
I might
so
add. It's been
nice.
an awesome day.
Beautiful weather.
We have both been out and about.
Yeah, it's been great.
We are sending a love letter
Mhm.
this week. Episode 10 is
Mm-hmm.
entitled "The Urban Arms Race."
The urban arms race.
Yes,
Okay. And in
the urban arms race.
what context are we talking about urban arms?
Well, many men such as ourselves have been and continue to lean towards what used to be known as the Turek for tractor,
Oh,
but
yeah.
we seem to be more and more going from a station wagon, which is the normal family car,
Yes, yes.
to something akin to this.
Ah, yeah.
The G-Wagon.
The big
Why do
beast.
they sell so
Yeah.
many G-Wagons? Why?
It's a weird looking
Because
car. Yeah. Like a
it's
box wagon.
larger and more muscular than
And it's station wagon.
than your little hatchback.
That's true.
So
I have to agree.
we are sending a love letter to the urban
Urban
arms
arms race.
race,
I get it what you're
which
saying.
seems to be getting larger and larger. Like
And it's true.
we are. That's what I said. We are both a little bit afflicted.
Wow. I think I can be. It's very difficult for me not to say that I fall into this category. I mean, I went from a 2-door GTI
Volkswagen
Volkswagen
and the
hatchback
Golf,
to a
and not the Volkswagen, the
not
Volkswagen,
the Volkswagen to a LDV
the crew cab
4-door.
ute.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
And I don't really need that, right? I mean, I only carry a
No.
laptop bag. And
It's
maybe a
the-
CrossFit bag.
with a CrossFit bag.
I don't need.
It's the urban arm race,
I
which
don't
now
carry.
our
I don't have
streets
utilities.
yeah, don't have
I don't
utilities in
have
order to need the
utilities in
vehicle.
order to utilize.
So our streets seem to be becoming more full of things like this.
Mhm.
You
Across the road,
have to. Yep.
across the road where I live, there are 4 of them. There are 4 across the road where I live, in one house. 4.
That's right.
There's another 2
Yeah.
next door, and then up the street again. There's another 2. So you're right. There seems to be this shift towards having these large
A truck
truck. Yeah, some sort of attraction to it. I mean, maybe everyone.
as the same as the barbecue king of Nanagoon,
Oh,
who now
yes.
rocks the Silverado.
he has the
Which is-
Silverado. He should have got the Ram.
Silverado.
I wish I could have got the
He-
Ram.
He wanted to get the Ram. See, Phil still for lusts after
I
a
want the
Ram,
Ram. Every time I
even
see
though he
that,
does not need.
I don't need
a
it.
Ram
I
at all.
don't need the Ram. This is ridiculous. Like, what stopped me was the fact that I couldn't get it into my garage. This wasn't going to fit. That's how
Maybe you need, like,
ludicrous
a
it
thing
is.
in the door.
I have to etch out take bricks out of the brickwork in order to
Yeah,
fit the car in. But if I could, I really still want a Ram. I don't know why. I just want that car. And 1,500 Laramie. I do not need it.
Not the Laramie spec as well.
I just do not need it. But every time I see one on the road, I go, oh, I really want to get that. Look how nice it looks. Look at the front grille and look how
Yep.
big it is. And
This is the thing. Urban arms race.
yes, that's
Urban
right.
arms race is
Particularly
what I'm
when I'm in the
calling. So
LDV, which is the LDV is not a small car.
it's not
Right?
small at all.
It's not small at all. But then when I've got one next to me, I'm thinking, geez, look how small my car is compared to the Ram. It's
Yeah,
a big bonnet
compared to the Ram,
and it's a
tire.
it's a
You
V8
can't
Hemi,
see.
right?
You know, small animals that you run over. You can't see. Don't
You
feel
can't
anything.
can't see anything. You don't even use speed humps are just, but they're just road. They don't
Yeah.
exist.
Yeah.
It's just
I
road.
never have to worry about a speed hump. I never even. The only reason why I worry about for the curb is that I don't want to scratch my rims.
Exactly.
But other than that,
There's a lot of them around. Particularly, I don't know about where you live in the northern suburbs, but out where I live in
in the
Narre Warren
west,
in
no,
southeast.
west.
Oh, sorry, west. Sorry, not northern suburbs. You are west. Where I am in the southeast, I see a lot of utilities, a lot of trucks like mine, and I see a lot of Rams, a lot of them. There's a couple of Silverados as well that I see, and they're
I see
massive.
heaps.
I mean, the tray on the Silverado, that is
You can
just
fit another car inside it.
But the thing is, when you
But
go,
why do you need it? This is
yeah,
the thing. This is
yes, agree.
yeah, you don't need it, but
Well,
you just want it because
my
it's that whole thing. If you
it's
want
true.
something that's larger than the next person's,
Well, my argument, or I guess my justification, I should say, is I still got a young family. I've got to cart a lot of stuff around if we were to go somewhere like bikes and bags and toys and this and that. And tell you what, the LDV is great because you just chuck everything in the back, and none of this headache of I've got to make this, and there's no strategic, there's no Jenga, right? There's none of
yeah.
this trying to make things
Look,
fit.
it used to be a station wagon was the family car.
It used to be, yeah, and
You
we were
know,
looking
for
at one,
most
yeah.
average, yeah,
I
station
was
wagon.
definitely
But
looking at one, but then
a lot of people are going the bull bar, the winch, the LED lighting, the
it
light
looks
bars. You can see up there.
it just looks tough.
The all-terrain tires with the
Tires.
beadlock rims, for all
Funny
that
you
rock
should say
crawling,
this.
rock climbing.
I was looking at a as I was driving to a friend's place. They live in Cranbourne North, and I saw a wild track, a Ford Ranger wild track that had been jacked up. They'd put different suspension. And I looked and I thought,
Yep.
oh, geez, I wonder if that'll look good on my car, just to have that little bit more height.
I've seen LDVs
Yeah,
with
I
raised
don't need
suspension.
it. I'm not going forward
lift kit.
driving in that thing. I'm not going
man.
off road. The most I go off road is up on, on the nature strip just to get off the road when I park the car. But I don't know, just this infatuation of having that look.
Yep.
And really no
It's
need.
the Swiss Army knife. That's what it is. It's the reason why the Swiss Army knife is so popular, because it's not like you need it, but
when you've got it,
if you got it, yeah, you're prepared.
You're prepared. Exactly.
So that's what I thought. For episode number 10, we'd do something that normally we are highlighting the inconsistencies of others or some ethical issue in society. So I've decided to throw us both under the bus.
We're definitely guilty.
Throw us both under the bus of hypocrisy.
Yep, definitely guilty on this.
That's me.
That's yours, isn't it?
Yeah, that's mine.
But I guess yours, there's, in the Rexton at least, there's a bit more justification, right? It is an SUV. You can use the room because of when you've been on trips and you've taken 7 people, and you know what I mean?
3.5 tons, Phil.
Yeah, you don't really need to tow 3.5 ton.
3.5 ton.
You don't have anything,
but it does, and I love the fact that it does.
Yeah.
And
It's
is
true.
the LDV also the LDV is also a 4-wheel drive, yeah?
Mhm. Yeah.
So you have your low range,
Low and high range 4-wheel drive. Got the little knob.
It's the same.
Absolutely no
Low
idea
range
how to use it.
gearbox.
Absolutely no idea how to use it, or when I need to use it, or if I ever should. But it's there. It is there. Should I need to cross a paddock? Should I choose to instead of using the road?
That's right. That's right.
All right. So it's there.
should I choose to take a shortcut
Yeah.
over the curb
No.
and the verge,
It might happen one day.
have done, will do. Not exactly legal,
No.
but sometimes it's necessary. Like
Yeah.
for Shakira and I, the other day, last Sunday, we went to St Kilda for brunch,
Mhm.
and they were doing some roadworks on the street in Port Melbourne.
Yep.
And they must have just actually started because they had the overhead crane and they had started putting the cones out and that. So where we were, the road was blocked.
Oh, they blocked it
So,
off.
Yeah.
So what'd you do?
So I just drove around and up the island and went on the side, and the guy's just holding the sign. He's just looking at me.
They might.
Just go around, mate. No worries. This is the option that it gives you. Urban arms race.
What if you had another
if you
car?
were in a little hatchback,
Not gonna happen.
you just got to wait, mate, because you don't have 9 inches of ground clearance.
Exactly. Like I've thought of it sometimes. I thought, you know what? I could actually go over this embankment. I don't have to sit at these lights.
That's
I
right.
could do a U-turn right here if I wanted to.
That's right. You exactly got it.
You know what I mean? And I have done that before.
Yeah, it's the same feeling because you just sit there and you're staring over on the side and you can see the paddock, and you look at all the cars lined up. You think, I could just
go this way.
Switch it into 4 low and
away I go. 4 low and away you go. But it's true. I think more people are moving towards them as family cars.
Yeah.
Because it's like you said, the Swiss Army knife, it just provides more option as well, right? You got all the space in the back.
And ironically, I do actually have a Swiss Army knife in the glove box.
Oh, there you go. Of course you do.
It's one of those emergency ones that has the thing to smash glass as well.
Well, getting back to the urban arm race.
Urban arm race.
And when I said I wanted to get a car like this, the theatre of real estate said to me, "Why do you need a car? You don't need a tradie car. You're not a tradie. What are you going to do? Put your laptop in the back?" I go, "Well, it's options.
There's a lot of room for laptop.
There's heaps of room. In fact,
yeah,
you could slide all the way to the right to the end of the trade. I have to jump in the trade to retrieve my laptop if I ever needed to." But I said to her, "Well, with the kids, and if we go on family picnics or if we go away, we don't have this restriction on how much we can take, or where we're going to fit it, or what we're going to do. It's just you jam it all in the back and you're good to go." And the car,
and we don't have to take the road.
No, well, that's right.
We can take the road less traveled.
That's right.
This is what I love. Like I'm hankering for the all-terrain of the tires. Sadly, I have to admit it.
Are you going to get them?
I have the Max Tracks in the back.
Have you?
Installed them, yes.
Have you?
I put roof racks on. But it is going to go that way. And I was going to go for the lift kit when we bought it, but Shakira wasn't actually able to hop in the car in the first place.
Because
it's a bit of a effort. It's a bit of an effort. So another 2 inches as a lift, because they do sell the lift kit for it. So
yeah, of course
I
they
was going to do it.
Of course they do. I would love the lift kit.
And I may have to wait till we move into another house because I don't think you'll be able to get in the garage.
That is my concern as well. Because as it is now, I've probably got just 2 inches worth of clearance, so that lift kit will just be too much.
Yeah. Plus, as you know, I'm always I'm always out and about. So many undercover car parks, and some of them.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. It's a bit too close.
As you go, underneath. So I worry if I do the lift kit, it'll be even more stressful.
Mm-hmm. So what do you think it is? What do you think people are going that way? Is it for the convenience, or is it just it's a trend? Is it?
Well, let's
explain
exactly why. Because when I show you this,
I saw one of those.
See immediately. It's
look at that.
Yeah.
I saw one of these locally. One of the which one did you? The first one, the Mercedes one.
Oh,
the first one you showed
for the G-Wagon. Well, let's go.
The G-Wagon.
let's just unpack
And
the
mind you,
G-Wagon.
can I just add?
I've been waiting for this.
Had
quite
P
some time.
P plates on it. Had
Done.
P plates on it.
So are you able to see the price there, Phil?
Yeah. Well, it's back to front, so it's I've got it
Ah,
on back to front here. You flipped it on us.
so yours. Let's go. Now it's the right way, right?
No,
Yes.
it's still back to front.
Still back to front.
Yeah, it's still back to front.
Really?
I can say backwards. It's like I can read it though. I can read that it says 233,700 and something.
Yeah, so that's the cheapest
Oh,
of the G-Wagons that you can buy. That's the cheapest
That's the entry level.
G-Wagon. That's entry-level G-Wagon.
Does that come with air conditioning or is it extra? Cup
Well,
holders?
the thing with
Does
the
it have floor
G-Wagon,
mats?
the thing with the G-Wagon, it was originally intended as a vehicle for the military.
Yeah.
G stands for Glendon,
Oh,
which in
does it?
German means for the forest. So
Ah,
the
right.
forest wagon.
Yeah.
So there are still a few. Like I saw one when we went out for the afternoon. I saw one of the normal, the normal G wagon. It wasn't one sold here. It was someone must have imported one. That's just the average one that's actually meant for farms.
Okay.
And that's a very rare sight as well to actually see those ones. So the one you
200.
normally see is the AMG with exhaust pipes out the side.
Yes.
And
This is the one I saw with P
normally-
plates on it.
500 horsepower.
What sort of car? What's the price tag or something like that?
Oh, they're upwards of 300s. So
Oh my God.
320, 350.
You know, you could go to Henley and get a home for 300,000. Fully, all done. Buy land, of course. You probably get a house and land for that.
Yeah.
That is insane. Are you kidding me?
But the problem is that when people see something like
Oh
that,
my goodness.
It's about just men accessorizing. This is what it is. I think ladies like they're, not wanting to be stereotyped.
You don't see. This is the point, and I understand the point you're raising now. No one needs this.
Uphold stereotypes.
No one.
You
no
don't
one
need any
needs
of it.
this.
You don't need any of it. But you have your Lada, which is a Russian version of the which is the Russian version of the G-Wagon.
Wow.
And you've just spent more than the car's worth just on accessorizing it.
It's diesel, yeah. Have to be
The
G-Wagon.
man, that's petrol.
Oh, it's petrol. It's not even diesel.
Twin turbo AMG V8,
Oh, wow,
500
okay.
odd horsepower.
Jeez.
You'd be lucky if it's making it in between service stations with the fuel consumption. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And they do actually also make a V12 version, twin turbo.
Oh my God.
So sorry to go down such extreme explanation for cars. We know this is not everyone's thing, but it's just
That is a lot of money. And then for
it's one of these situations where we have to look at ourselves like we turn the spotlight on ourselves. Because,
we have. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm definitely guilty of this. Let's be honest. I'm not shying away from it.
I absolutely love my car because I can see you can see someone's eyes in the rear view mirror when
God behind them. People move. And people move out of the way.
Yeah, and
Happy to
people
do
just
so.
move because all they see is headlights and grill. And
Very
this is
true.
so wrong, but it's so right.
I know.
And this is the urban arms race. This is where people just get nuts.
But they're everywhere.
4-inch lifts,
Yeah.
spotlights, light bars, bull bars,
The works.
antennas, the
Yep.
CB,
Yep.
roof racks, roof tents. You know
The
how many I've
guards.
seen with roof tents?
Roof tents.
Yeah,
Really?
big, all-terrain, fat tires. That's so loud. It must drive you insane when you're on the freeway. You just hear that whoa,
Yeah,
whoa, whoa,
like the radials.
all
Yeah.
the time. because they're not made for highway driving. They're made
No.
for off-road. And this is someone that lives in the city that's just going for his latte
Jeez,
with his sort of organic free range deconstructed latte, whatever you want to soy milk, you know. And this is someone that actually lives in the city.
It all comes in little pots and you got to mix it yourself.
And maybe 1% in his entire year, he goes up a dirt road. But yet he has something
puddle.
For difflocks and, you know, all the sort of accoutrement that you need for serious off-roading.
It's like you said.
It never leaves the city.
I think,
and you can see because everything is all still new. Like if you actually use it for what it's for, the car should be scratched up.
Yeah, absolutely. Dented.
Dents. It looks like it's you know, it should look like for 3 miles a bad road. It should just.
A lot of it is. It's like having, because everyone's got the prestige cars, you know. You got your sports cars, you got your Jags, you got your Maseratis, and it's almost like now they're moving towards these four-wheel drive utility type, because you know Mercedes bought out a Ute as well.
Every car manufacturer, manufacturer has gone for that market.
VW as well has bought it out, and
the Amarok.
It's like and it's almost like making those cars the new sports car, like the new.
That's right.
Because I see a lot of them who have kept in really good nick. I mean, we're talking polished and new rims, and you can tell they haven't been taken off road, right?
Yeah,
they're just driven and maintained as a prestige car.
Yeah,
and there's heaps of it around here. I tell you, I kid you not, every second car would be a utility.
And they're straight piping them straight from the turbo.
Yeah. So you hear them, and they're
sounds
loud.
like a truck. Sounds like a truck.
But there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. SUVs fall into that category as well. But you know, when I saw that Mercedes that you flashed up before on the screen, I'd never seen anything like that. I never know. It's not a small car. It is. It's big. It's bigger than mine. That's for sure.
It's a status symbol. It's become a status symbol.
It is.
It's also because it's owned by a lot of YouTubers, a lot of famous people as well. It's status symbol.
Yeah.
It's a status symbol because it's so expensive and so ridiculous.
Yeah.
And there are actually other versions of SUVs in the Mercedes range that are far more superior for the purpose that they're intended. Now, the G-Wagon, its purpose is to be an extreme off-road vehicle that can still work in the city.
Yeah.
And a farm vehicle was its original intent. Now it's just complete and utter.
This is the urban
ridiculousness is what it's for.
Yeah. This is to go to Fountain Gate and Krispy Kreme's, drive through and get some donuts. That's where I saw it going. So, what do you want to say?
And most of the time, the people that you see driving it are completely mild-mannered, innocuous. You know, just
look like I mean, I don't want to sort of generalize, but I don't know. He wasn't a tradie. Let's put it that way. I mean, you can tell a tradie because I've got tools in the back. It's all decked out. It's got the steel toolboxes, and it's you know, they clearly need that type of vehicle for their profession and for what they do. And rightfully, across the road, that's what they are. They're into the trades, so that's why they've got those vehicles. Whereas me,
have you seen the ads for ARB?
No, I can't see that.
They are a supplier of accessories.
Yes, they are. Yeah, they're also roof racks and all sorts of things.
It's an Australian brand, which has also reached overseas. They now have a store in Port Melbourne.
Oh, they do.
Which is the most unlikely place to have.
Melbourne.
Yeah, in Port. I drove past it the other day,
Really?
and this is one of the things that made me think of the topic, because ARB has always been known as an off-road outfitter for four-wheel drives. You know, and you used to mainly find their stores in like outskirt suburbs.
Yeah, like Dandenong and out this way. And then further up north, like out at probably Macedon and all that, where there's
and many
Max
places in the
Marsh
country.
or,
Yeah.
close to that. But I
Now they have a
suppose
store in
fuck,
Port Melbourne, which is very close to the
yeah, it's
CBD
city. Yeah,
of the city, But this is the thing now, because it's become a fashion.
and that's what it is. Is
Yeah.
that because I asked the question before? The reason why
Yeah.
it's going this way, it's just status symbol, fashion, to have one, convenience, maybe.
It's men. The men have found a new way
It's our
of
way of
accessorizing their life.
accessorizing.
I think we've really moved from like hot cars, fast cars, to now we just
Trucks
accepted that we'll be in traffic, so we may as well get the largest thing you can get.
and be comfortable in it, and it's a truck.
I did show my Shakira a Patrol, a new one. We did.
Yeah.
I was speaking about it for a while when we were looking for the Rexton, and we finally went and saw one, and we walked up to it, and then she just looked at me because it's even larger.
Yeah, it's huge. Like
The Patrol is even larger, so
it's a massive
the
car.
Patrol is probably a little
Like a
bit
house on
larger than a
wheels.
full-size Land Cruiser.
Yeah, it's a house on wheels.
And then she just looked at me. She stood next to it, and the door handle basically is near her shoulder. So she's just like, no way. No way. She goes, where are you going to fit this? And I said, well, it'll go wherever it needs to go. That's the idea. That's the point.
Well, the Ram's the same. Like standing next to a Ram,
Yeah.
you're thinking, wow, that thing is just huge. And every time I see
I
one on the
drove
road,
next to,
I say to Marie, see, I say, see, that's what I want. She goes, why do you need that? It's too big. It's not a car. How are you going to take
it's
it?
a truck.
It is a truck. Imagine trying to go park. It's hard enough to park the LDV at Fountain Gate when I go there, any shopping centre.
Yeah,
Right.
I know.
The Ram, you literally have to ram it into the spot because otherwise you're going to fit.
Even the Rexton, you got to like angle it into the car park just so that either the front or the back is not sticking out.
That's
in
right.
some way.
Still open the doors and not have to climb out of the sunroof.
Climb out of the sunroof. Sometimes it is the point.
Forward roll.
We understand. I completely understand the ridiculous of it.
It is. But there's no regrets.
And
let's be honest. There is zero regrets.
Absolutely love it. I absolutely love
it. Before this, you had the wagon.
I still got the Mazda 6.
You still got the Mazda 6 wagon.
Yeah.
And that served you very well. But
yeah.
I can understand from going from a wagon to then going to the Rexton. It seems like a natural progression. Whereas if you take me,
your situation,
my situation was a complete 180, right? The story goes like this. When I was thinking about changing my car, I actually messaged Sid and I said, I think it's time to upgrade the GTI. And you said to me, you're going to go GTI. I go, well, I'm happy with the car, so I might look at getting a 4-door this time.
It's a great car. Absolutely.
Right? It is, absolutely.
Car.
I'll get a 4-door. That way it's a bit more family friendly. I had the kids and I need room to do.
It's a gold standard for hatchbacks, really.
Yeah, absolutely.
The Golf, yeah.
And then went quiet for a bit because I wasn't sure. And then I reached out to Sid to go, what do you think of the Ford Rangers? And he goes, what do you need a Ford Ranger for? I go, I'm going to utility. I'm going to get a truck. And he goes, you know you don't need a truck, right? I said, I know I don't need one, but that's what I want. Give me your opinion. Are you going to give it to me or not? And thanks to him, actually, you're the one that put me onto the LDVs, which I couldn't be any more happier with the choice. It is a great car. I look forward to getting in that car and driving. And it's very different to the GTI. There's no paddles. There's no put your foot down and off you go. It is just you get in and you cruise and you enjoy it. You enjoy being up that high and you can see everything around you. Love it.
And if you don't like it, you got to make the effort to go around, my friend. That's it. Because there's no space.
Oh yeah. No, I'm not speeding up. If you're in a hurry, you figure out how to overtake. I don't
That's
care.
Right. I'm taking up road. I'm taking up the real estate.
That's it.
There's one thing when you just see the look in a man's eye, ladies and gentlemen. You just see a look in a man's eye when he's just reached that point of satisfaction.
Oh, it's great. I don't think I could go back to a sedan now. Honestly, I don't think I could go back to a set. I could
No.
go maybe what you've got, like that sort of SUV.
Yeah,
That I could go to.
yeah,
And maybe in time I will when I don't need all that space. But tell you
yeah.
what, the convenience of having that ute at at the back, it's so good because I never have to worry about going and like the other day I had to go pick up our new TV.
Yep.
There wasn't any concern. It was
Yes,
just
no
rock it
worries.
up,
Yeah,
bang, put it in the back, away we
you don't
go.
even have the thought. Yeah,
No, there wasn't. Oh, what am
shove
I
two
going to put?
tables in the back. No worries.
Don't care,
Just go anyway.
I went and picked up my daughter's desk from Officeworks. Just chuck it in the back. Away you go. Brilliant. Whereas when I had the GTI, oh my god,
You would need some sort of a plan.
oh yeah, you would
Find
have
a
to
friend.
try and get as much the seat
find a
far
friend.
forward and do this and then angle it like this and will that give me enough room to at least put it in drive and all sorts of things, right? Whereas with this, brilliant. The only thing you have to do sometimes is you just tie it down and you've got ties and I got the winch ties and you just secure it and you're good.
Well, the Rexton will take a double mattress
Because you fold all the seats down.
in the back. Yeah, you just fold the seats down.
Oh, that is brilliant.
And you fit the double mattress in there. Yeah, man.
Easy.
Easy.
Is it bowed or is it flat?
No, it's got a flat.
It's just flat.
So the third row of seats, the floor's flat from there. Yeah.
But even on the sides,
And you just fold the second down. Yeah.
So even on the sides, not as if it sort of starts going up.
No, it's flat. It'll go flat.
So if you and Shakira wanted to go, like somewhere and camp over, you could actually camp in the car by putting, no problem.
It's if you fold the seats down, it's like having a van.
That is brilliant. That is brilliant. I didn't know
Incredible amount of room in there, and it's so versatile. It's never go back, and I just love it. Just love that feeling, as if, sorry, I'm coming through. That's it. You got no, you don't have to make excuses. Like even when you're merging across streets or something, I just go slowly. It doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, no, that's right.
Everyone else has got to make room.
Well, they've got to make room.
Yeah. And it goes back to that first story that I said. I think that was on our first show when I said that we were leaving. We were leaving an undercover car park, and the ramp angle of the exit was so that the car was facing forward. Then I didn't see anyone in the back.
That's right.
Yes. Yeah. And then we're just having a conversation. And all I can hear every half minute is beep, beep.
What is that?
And I'm looking in the mirror, looking back, didn't see anything.
Can't see anything.
Yeah, and it's only when I opened the door and then I said, "Oh, sorry, you can't see, can't see it." I put the camera on, I think, and then I could see the girl in the little hatchback.
Clicked on reverse on the rear camera. And that's the other thing, right? The technology that comes in the cars.
360-degree camera, man.
Perfect.
And the bird's eye view as well.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So good.
Absolutely fantastic.
Makes parking easy, no dramas.
But unfortunately, yes, urban arms race, might is right.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the sad thing that's afflicting many men like ourselves.
Yeah. More and more.
Especially dads.
Yeah. More and more.
We just love it.
Do.
A lot of guys are having utes when they don't need utes.
All my friends do. Well, one of them who's he's a barber. He doesn't need one, but he's got one.
He's got one.
Clearly, arguably, it's to tow the boat, obviously, because he loves fishing, arguably.
Yep.
But the other two who work in that trade, they sort of have it, but it's just the convenience of it. And more and more, it's more and more of it.
And men are spending a fortune on these things. Absolute fortune.
Oh, yeah.
They're spending sometimes a lot of the times the value of the vehicle itself just on accessories.
Yeah.
Easy.
Absolutely.
It's easy to get up there. You buy a ute for 50 grand and spend another 50 grand
and then some
just on accessories.
Like the Raptors, the Ford Ranger, the Raptor. I mean, that's what it's like.
88 grand.
Easy. Yeah. That's before
and then they'll spend another
20, 30 specking it.
And some of the canopies on the back can cost easily upwards of 30, 40 grand.
Unbelievable.
with all the extra power, all the accessories that's got in it, roof tints,
Guilty
all
as
to just
charged.
maybe use it once a year.
Yeah, guilty as charged. So the love letter is, if you enjoy it, go for it. We
The
can't
urban
sit here.
adventurist
We can't.
who stays in the city.
The comments,
we have to admit that
Mhm.
it's ridiculous. It's not environmentally savvy at all.
Not at all. But
runs on dinosaurs.
Yep, it does.
So we can't. Yeah,
it does. No.
It's the same as I thought. My washing machine was shrinking my clothes.
Really? Do you think your washing machine?
But I realised it was the fridge all along.
I see what you did there. That was a good one.
I see what you did there. Segue.
I like it. I like it. I like it.
I've got one, but I've got another joke. I find it funny. I don't think it actually is funny.
We will be the judge. We the people.
Have you heard of that Chinese for West Indian restaurant?
No. No, what is it?
Called for Wings and Tings. See, I don't know. I was in an iron about that all week.
For the wings and tings, man.
The wings and tings.
Wings and tings.
The Chinese West Indian restaurant. That I have to give the credit for Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It obviously sounds a lot more funny when he says it, but I thought it was funny.
That is pretty funny.
I thought it was funny.
That is clever. I do like that.
Some updates.
Yes.
Let's do some updates.
Let's do some updates before we wrap up this episode.
Yep. Let's do some updates. It's something that's just...
Who we got? Oh, Barnaby. Oh, yeah. You did.
There has never been a more satisfactory laugh, and that's not the factory that makes. That's not the factory that makes okay things.
That's right.
This
is positive. Maybe he's all right.
Magnificent man to have to deal with his own stupidity. Is great.
A little proud there in the background. Little proud.
Yep.
It's like, Dancing with Wolves and Little Proud. Every time I think of Little Proud, I just think of, it's got some sort of...
And the one time that he's not wearing that stupid hat too. That's
Catter. The Mad Catter.
Is fantastic.
He is brilliant. Do you know
the other thing I wanted to...
Can I tell you a story about the Mr. Catter? He actually got turned away from a pub because he wasn't able to prove his status, his hut status, because he still carries around it's got a Nokia or something, man. It's still when you press button.
Not internet enabled.
He's still got literally some sort of flip phone, right? that he can't. So he couldn't download it onto his phone in order to prove, because that's what we use now, right? We show him this, and it's all here, and it's all linked through. He didn't have it, so he got turned away because he wasn't able to prove his status. And he goes, "I don't have one of those bloody phones." He goes.
So this is a lovely segue into something I've made myself.
I had to share that.
Right. Yeah. So sorry for anyone that's not in Australia. If you're listening on Spotify or you're watching on YouTube, what's the difference between this man, who is
Barnaby Joyce?
He's
the leader of the Nationals. Leader of the Nationals.
The Nationals. So what's the difference between this man and an avocado?
Oh God, that avocado's not smashed. I don't know, what is it?
I'd also, by the way, this is something that's my avocado.
Is it? Look at the size of that pip; it's so small. How did you get? You got a lot. Because you know what? Just before we move on from this,
This is a value avocado, mate.
It's a value avocado.
The flesh to pit ratio.
Look at it. Because normally they get the
So
pip
tiny.
and the thing, and where's my avocado gone? That's brilliant. That is worth its money.
So what's the difference between Barnaby
know.
Choice and this avocado? Which
What
was
is the
my
difference?
avocado?
What is it? What is the difference?
Avocados can't get cocoa.
Is he still in the US? I think he's still over there. I think he's still over there.
Maybe that's why.
Oh man. Well,
so the other update I wanted to do is I did want to.
What have you got before we wrap up?
Have another look for the Tartan Angel.
Oh
Because
yeah.
now you can actually see the
picture,
the full picture.
There we go.
So you can see the red hair, the boots, the wings.
Yeah.
Just out there.
I am still. Those to walk in those sort of shoes is just incredible. How, without doing your ankle, seriously, I don't understand how you do that.
And I feel, sometimes things just happen to come past you.
Hey, look, ain't hurt no one.
This is a ladies' wear.
This is the bust stop. Dun, 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 the bus stop. Dun, 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 dun. It's an over shop. The bus stop. Let me guess. Is it lingerie? Is it specialized in lingerie?
Ladies underwear.
Whereabouts is this?
Stop.
Hang on, you're cutting in and out. You're cutting in and out.
Sorry, every time I move away from my apologies.
It's all right.
I can't remember what suburb I was in. I was walking to my car.
I can appreciate that because you're all over the place.
It's in a city. It's just thought. Yes.
The bust stop.
Just happened. The bust stop.
That's a good pun.
And the other thing, I just wanted to also prove, because I was going through my phone the other day.
Yeah.
And I actually found the photo that I took when I was in Mildura. And that's Rise to Meet You.
Rise to Meet You, yeah. Rise Express.
Not lying with any of these
mate.
names.
I don't,
because you can't see the whole sign. Obviously.
No, but I don't think we can. I don't think we can hold you for not being truthful with the puns that you find throughout the state, the city, the country. People do their if people do their research, they will see that you are not leading them down the garden path.
It is out there.
All legit. It is very legit.
So
just as legit as you and I fell victim to the urban arms race. Yes. and we've admitted it. Yep. We've come clean. It's been a reconciliation of sorts.
It's that, if you decide to bring a sword to a gunfight, you just got to deal with it, my friend. You're sitting at the lights.
Definitely guilty. But
you're sitting at the lights and you haven't got what it takes to get in front. You've got to stop. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's just the way it is.
Just the way it is.
It's a jungle out there. Urban jungle.
An urban jungle. That's right. But more and more people are doing it. It's out there, so that we're not the only ones. We're not the only ones falling victim.
Yesterday, drove through for Carlton, saw a shoe and handbag repair shop.
Yeah.
On for Nicholson Street in Carlton, which is a lovely suburb in Melbourne.
It is beautiful.
Called On the Mend.
There you go.
It's cool. It's not funny. It's just it's clever.
It's clever.
On the Mend.
They mend bags and shoes.
High end. It's a bit of a high end, shoe repair, handbag repair shop.
There you go.
Yeah.
People.
It's just everywhere.
So instead of saying, bags and repairs, there's nothing catchy about that. On the Mend.
Yep.
It's clever. I like it.
I still love assault and battery. It's
a good name for a fish and chip shop, that's for sure.
Great. It's a great name for a fish and chip shop.
Mate, I'd prefer what what was the one in Sydney? The Middle
The-
Feast. The Middle Feast.
yeah.
Middle Feast
Yeah.
has been my favorite.
So the Lebanese restaurant
Yeah,
in Sydney
the Middle
called
Feast.
the Middle Feast.
The Middle Feast. Love it. If I ever get to Sydney, I'm gonna go see if I can find that place. I reckon it'll be good food. Lebanese food is good, but
No phone calls from Koki.
no,
Koki the Smurf.
no, he's good. Anyone else? Have we heard from anyone else?
No,
Haven't heard from
no,
anyone else.
no one
Oh.
else. So
Oh,
probably at the front steps of Parliament House again.
maybe. Oh well,
I'm sure, but
there's plenty of people
haven't heard
there
from anyone
keeping
else.
company.
And also apparently we've, as a nation, we've reneged once again on a
Oh,
deal
not with the
with
French.
Europe.
Oh god, what have we
I don't believe it's the French this time, but our
made from marketing done
our-
this time?
our resident minister for defense that looks like he looks
Yeah.
like in Star Wars when they have the helmet off.
Oh,
They
bullfed.
have the helmet off.
Did you hear
of
about
Darth
that?
Vader.
Did you hear about the bullfed situation, the bullfed incident? Did you hear about that? Good old Elbow. What he said to him in question time? You sit down, bullfed. Can't get more Australian than that. What's he done?
Anyone that's not really Australian.
Nah, we'll get into the next episode. Yeah. We'll keep it hanging until the next episode. We'll come back to that one. What's
like Vegemite?
What's he done?
We've reneged on another multi-billion-dollar deal with a European manufacturer for helicopters, and we've gone with the Black Hawk helicopter that's made in America.
Oh,
Wow,
man, they are not.
how did that happen?
Oh, seriously,
Our hand puppet of a prime minister
this is
just decided again, because it happens in America. Must be good for us.
This is not good. This is not good. Not good business.
How it all works.
Credibility is going down the toilet. Thankfully, there's an election coming up. Anyway, we won't talk about that. What we will say is thank you for listening.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. If you're on YouTube.
Thank you for taking the time to listen to our reconciliation.
If you feel like a coffee and you're in Sydney, go to Fleetwood Macchiato.
Yeah, that's right. Good coffee. Do good macchiatos, I hear. Well, that wraps up episode 10. It was a good, light-hearted one. It was one where we're actually sending a love letter to ourselves.
We're throwing ourselves under the bus. We're sending a love letter to
It
ourselves.
just goes to show that Two Dads Podcast,
Self-deprecating.
we are not afraid to do that sort of stuff. We're happy to put our hand up and say guilty as charged.
I know it's big.
Yeah, that's right. I know I need
it's
it,
big,
but I'm glad I got it.
I know I don't need it. I love it nonetheless.
That's it. All right. Thanks again, Sid.
Thanks, everyone.
Been great. Everyone, enjoy
your week.
yourself. Take care. Till next time.
See you in the next one.
See ya. Bye.
See ya. Bye.